What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Omega 500 here, and today, if you don't know what day it is for Star Wars fans, we have like a holiday. Well, not a holiday, but an anniversary of a certain character. That is Ahsoka Tano, right here. This is one of the figures I'm using for my stop motion. The early design. So I just got worked on a scene for you guys. It's this episode's gonna be. I think there's gonna be a trailer, but I don't think I'm gonna do sneak peeks. I don't think I'm gonna do them no more because it just takes too much time away from editing the video. So, but yeah, today is Ahsoka Tano Day. Ahsoka Tano is officially 18. And apparently her debut came out on this day on 2008, and I just saw it on Ashley Eckstein's Instagram page. There was an interview for her Clone Wars movie, and she talked about what she liked about the character and everything. So, but anyways, this video, it's dedicated to Ahsoka's journey as a whole in Star Wars. So, I've always been a fan of Ahsoka ever since I was a kid. I grew up with Clone Wars on Cartoon Network, and I didn't see the movie in theaters, and I saw it at home on Cartoon Network because I didn't go to the movies that much as a kid as I do now, and I was just mind blown that my favorite character, Anakin's got a Padawan, an apprentice. I thought that shit was really cool. Their bond was so great. It's just like brother and sister, and it felt like a really good bond for a teacher and a student for Jedi Order. And at first, when I started, putting myself out there on the internet and on social media, I always thought Ahsoka was such a lovable character in the beginning, but people didn't like the Clone Wars movie or her at all when she came out. For me, I always did. I guess because I grew up with it as a kid, and Ahsoka has always been my childhood crush since whenever I started watching. I don't think I watched in 2008. I think I watched in 2010 or 9. I think 10. But my best friend's Snapchatting me. But yeah, man, she's come a long way. She went through this. I actually liked how early Ahsoka was. I mean, she was young. She was energetic, as Ashley Eckstein said on the video, and she was just fun. She had a fun personality. She's like Sabine was that way in Rebels. She was fun. She liked to battle, and she was more an explosives person. Ahsoka was more lightsabers slashing as instead of guns blazing, and I really enjoyed her. As an adult, seeing early Ahsoka in her early stage, I appreciate her personality more. And then when she got older in season 3, she became more a mature teen, and that's cool too. I like mature Ahsoka as well. I love all Ahsoka. I love Ashley Eckstein Ahsoka. I love Rosario. And I forgot the other girl that did Ahsoka in the flashbacks and the Ahsoka show, but she did a great job. And Dave Filoni and George Lucas did a good job creating this character. It was George Lucas's idea to create Ahsoka, and Dave basically designed it, which is basically what happened. And I gotta say, seeing her growth, where she was young and energetic, and wanting adventure and everything, being 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 badass and cool, to like mature and like getting to where she was, like she like for me, I think the biggest impact for Ahsoka for me, like, and this is crazy because like I was upset when this episode aired, but like I think one of my favorite moments of Ahsoka was when she left the Order because the Jedi didn't believe her innocence. And I as an when I'm getting older, I realized like I went through the same thing. I went to a really strict Christian school, and I got bullied so bad there that none of the teachers did anything, and that made me walk away from the religion myself. Like Ahsoka left the Jedi Order, which is technically Jedi is also a religion. They have a Jedi code like religions do. They have morals and stuff, and I also liked that they got to expand her character more outside Clone Wars. Like she survived Order 66. She was in Rebels. She was in The Mandalorian. She had her own show. She was in Book of Boba. And the flashbacks of live action Clone Wars was so cool. Like as a kid, I would have been so amazed if this shit came out back in the early 2010s, because like that's when I started watching Clone Wars a lot. I had the DVD box set 1 through 5 before season 6 came out on Netflix. By the way, if y'all remember, Clone Wars used to be on Netflix after Disney bought Star Wars and got Cartoon Network off the air, the Clone Wars. And I just and also, if it wasn't for my passion for Star Wars, and Ahsoka being part of the universe, I wouldn't have created this show. Because maybe I would if Ahsoka wasn't introduced, but you got to realize Ahsoka and my character are in a relationship, so that was a big part of this fan fiction, was to date her as a younger me, remind you, since I'm not that, because if you guys remember, season 1 takes place in 2016. And I'm 16 at the time, and Ahsoka is how old she is in Clone Wars, which is 2 years apart. So, and the thing is, I've worked on this show for a long time before on YouTube, and 2016 was, I think, the time I created the Atkinson Chronicles, and that was that was the time that I created this relationship with me and Ahsoka, and all these arcs I did in my old years and in my teenage years, and it's rebooted it's on YouTube. So there's some things that I left out from the old show that's on the new show. And yeah, but if it Ahsoka was a big part of this fan fiction to be here, for me to be in a relationship and have someone for emotional support and a close bond, and someone to love and protect like we do to each other in the show. And that was a big impact for the Action Chronicles. This is just a fan fiction, and I got more story to tell. This show is going to probably be on for many, many years. I have so much story to tell for my character. And I just can't wait for you guys to see how it ends. I've thought about doing more episodes after the original trilogy era, and do episode 6 through 7 like they did with Mandalorian and Ahsoka and Book of Boba and all that stuff. So you guys will see. It'll be a while. I'm still on season 2. Season 3 will be on the way. Plus, I'm going to be in the Captain Gerald show, where it explains how me and Ahsoka got together. It's going to be it's going to be the finale of Anthologies of Captain Gerald. So So that's, I'm not going to spoil it because I like to let you guys be surprised. So, anyways, happy Ahsoka Tano Day, 18 years, and let's hope, Dave Filoni, now he's the president of Lucasfilm, let's hope he tells us more stories for Ahsoka for many to come. Anyways, I'll see you guys later in the next video. Make sure to like and subscribe and hit that bell out that bitch. And I'll see y'all later. Peace.